Hi everyone, welcome to our second podcast for Meli and Baba. I am Baba,
I'm Meli.
and we are really excited that we are going to do our second episode.
Yes.
Uh, Today is a special episode.
It is
Why?
because this episode is going to be in English and I am going to be the one leading the conversation.
Exactly, Melika is leading, or Meli is leading, and Baba will be talking. I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
So, Meli, what is today's topic?
So today's topic is about whether parents should push their kids outside their comfort zone or should their children experience things for themselves and at their own time. Hmm.
So,
This is from personal experience as well. This week actually, my friends will be doing Duke of Edinburgh Gold, and for those who don't know, this is an expedition camping sort of that you do, and the gold one is in wild camping, whereas I did the bronze one, and that was wild, but you were in a campsite. It was more regarding to the gold one, it was more easier. And I personally did not want to do this bronze. Even when dad signed me up to it, or Baba signed me up to it, I did not want to do it at all. And when I look back at it now, I am so grateful that Baba pushed me outside my comfort zone and let me to do that. Yeah.
so Meli, are you trying to say this is a typical Iranian Baba forcing their kids to do things?
No, but I think with our culture, it is more that mm, you do things more with what no, do this for the children, do this, do that, do that. But whereas I think with my friends, even though some were forced to do it, they they still had the option to back out or to say, actually, I don't want to continue to do it. And their parents would have understood or said, okay, you'll experience it at your own time. And that's what I think mum did with me. She said, oh, maybe you can experience it later on.
Okay,
But
but whereas I was really adamant and say, no, Melika, we have signed you up for this. You have to go and experience it, correct?
yeah,
Okay, so it was the DOE bronze.
bronze.
It was a Saturday overnight, Sunday
Yeah,
pickup,
Sunday pickup.
correct?
Mhm.
And I remember the day. I remember the day, and I remember you getting up in the morning. You've been feeling a
I
bit
was so bad.
nauseous
When
and
I was
anxious.
sleeping, my whole body that night that I was about to go to Duke of Edinburgh, my whole night was shaking. I was so anxious. I
Yeah.
didn't want to do it at all.
Now
Yeah.
I pushed you to do it. Now
Mhm.
you're looking back and say it was great.
Amazing.
Okay,
Would do it again.
you would do it
I
again.
would do it again. But not
Good.
gold. Gold is gold I think is too much out of my comfort zone right now. I think that will come with age that I'll be like, yeah, let's go for it because I've had that bronze experience. So I can go, yeah, okay, I know what I need to do.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have pushed you to do gold, but I know because you're doing your A levels and it's
Mhm.
a pretty important years ahead of you.
Mhm.
That's why I didn't push you, and I thought, you know
Thank
what,
you.
just concentrate on your studies. And as you're right, at least you've done the minimum part of it.
Exactly.
So in the future, if you had to do any wild camping, you know what
Mhm.
the camping idea is. Now, to be honest, going back to
Mhm.
the scenario that we're talking about, mom was very gentle on it, and
Yeah.
I remember mom in the morning saying, "Don't go, don't go, don't go," and I was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's this about?" And of course, this goes back to my childhood because where my parents came from, and as we said it before, originally Iranian, and I was little when we moved to Europe, but I still grow up with that Iranian household mentality. When, especially when dad says something to be done, you say yes and you do it, and that's how I grew up, and that's why I wanted you guys, or well, especially you at that
Yeah.
point, to go through that experience and learn. Because us parents, we want the best for our children,
Mhm.
and we have experienced. Some people have, or some parents have high experiences in their life. Some has
Yes.
certain amount of experience, but we have experience enough to know when to push you out of your
Mhm.
comfort zone, and that's the whole idea that we are trying. to get you ready for your life. Uh,
Yeah,
that's what I was
definitely.
trying to do.
Have you had, like, a similar experience when you were little, doing something which you didn't want to do, and later on, "Wow, yes, I did that."
Look, I cannot recall any events or scenarios where I didn't want to do it. But
Really?
yeah, because when I was growing up, you weren't even allowed to show those emotions that you don't want to do it. You were told,
Mm,
this is it, you have to do this. I think you didn't even think about it, but then you would be really scared. I mean, one
yeah,
example I can say is when I was 13,
mhm,
um, my mom and I flew to Iran.
yeah,
Now, we lived in Hamburg and there were no direct flights from Hamburg to Iran. So you had to go Hamburg, Frankfurt,
mhm,
change plane, maybe 2 hours, sort of stay at the airport, stop over, and then fly to Iran. So I flew with my mom. We
yeah,
did the journey. We went to Iran. But on the way back, my mom was going to stay longer. So
okay.
from beginning, I knew that I have to fly out by myself.
Was it
But
just because of school or just because you
I had
wanted
to
to
get
go?
back because of school,
Okay.
because the
Uh-huh, okay, okay.
summer holidays were finishing. Mom, your grandma had to stay longer
Mhm,
because there were things happening that she had to stay longer.
okay.
And I recall I was aware of it that I have to come back, but I cannot
Can't
recall.
think in the moment that, like, "Oh
I,
my gosh, I have to do this."
yeah, I cannot
Mhm,
recall it, to be
mhm,
honest.
mhm.
That to be scared. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I was, but I didn't want to show it because I was a boy. I don't know.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad didn't even talk about it. But anyway, what happened the day that I was gonna fly out? My uncle took me to the airport. Those days in Iran, because there was war,
Mhm,
you couldn't just enter the terminal. So there was a queue outside, suitcases, people would wait, and then
mhm.
you go, one person or the person who's flying would go into the terminal,
Oh, such a
check
long
in. Yeah, yeah,
process.
check in, and then that's it. So the flight was, I think, around 9 in the morning. We
Mhm.
got to the airport 6 in the morning. I remember standing outside, really, as a 13-year-old, really tired.
Yeah.
And my uncle went in and checked everything, like this suitcase and so on. And then he came out and he said, "Oh, Mehrdad, what will happen? You go in, you go up the stairs. There's an office there. You go into that
Mhm.
office and you pick up your passport." Those days, when you had to leave Iran, 24 hours, 48 hours before you would hand in your passport to the immigration. So they would check through the data to see if you're
Oh,
allowed to leave or are you on a wanted list or not.
wow.
So I'm like, okay, but so I did it. I went into the airport.
Mhm.
My uncle left me. I went in,
Yeah.
went up the stairs, gave my name, and the gentleman gave me my passport, and here we go. I went to through the security
Mhm.
and waiting at the check-in gate. The flight was 9. I remember it got delayed to 10. Then the delay went to 11, and I think it was around
Oh.
12 o'clock we boarded the plane.
Mhm.
And oh, one thing I should say as well was because I didn't know anyone and I was by myself as a 13-year-old, a minor.
I
Uh,
can't believe you're 13. 13.
yeah,
I still have not gone on a plane by myself at all. Like, of course, I might have, like, led and you and mum have asked, "Oh, where do we go now?" But I can't believe you didn't even think about it as well, because I think with going back to my scenario again, I really thought about it. I was thinking the worst scenarios, the best scenarios, all the scenarios, and you were just like, "This is what I have to do. I'm just gonna do it when it comes."
I think is the it would look it is the time that I grew up. It was the environment that I grew up. And look, there was no internet, there was no apps, there was no mobile phone, and you had just to put your head down and do the job.
Mhm.
That was the mentality.
Yeah.
And my dad was the same.
Mhm.
There was no uh, you weren't spoiled. Uh, if a
Okay,
job has to be
yeah.
done, a job has to be
It's
done.
not a
There's no other.
second plan.
Yeah, there's exactly there's
Mhm.
no plan B. And so that day at the airport, I went and we went into the. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I was saying
You were
this as well.
saying
Yeah, I
yes,
was saying sorry
someone.
that my uncle found this gentleman. He was a businessman. He was traveling to Hamburg as well.
Mhm.
So he said to this gentleman, "Oh, can you look after this kid?
Yeah.
He's flying to Hamburg." And so my uncle said, "This gentleman will look after you while you're flying to Germany."
In that moment, were you like, "Who is this person?" or
Didn't
no?
at all. Didn't at all. Didn't even think, because today you think of safeguarding
Yeah,
issues.
stranger danger.
Exactly, a lot of things, but then you didn't even think about it. And this is the early 80s, 1980s, you see. And so we got onto the plane. This gentleman was sitting next to me because my uncle made sure that our seats are next to each other so he could keep an eye on me. And for some reason, I don't really know what happened. Um, there was a issue or a disagreement or an argument between the pilot and the tower at the airport.
Oh.
And the pilot left the plane. So we were in the plane and the pilot gone and there was nobody to fly the plane.
Oh my gosh. And
So
you had been delayed as
we were
well.
already delayed. The 9 o'clock by 3 hours, 300, maybe 4 hours delay.
Oh,
And then, and imagine there's no mobile phones. You cannot call
oh
your
my
uncle to
gosh.
say, "Uncle, I've been delayed." And I remember the way people went about when you drop someone at the airport was they would wait until the plane takes off. That way
Okay.
you knew
Yeah.
they have flown.
Mhm.
Okay, so yep, they've gone because they haven't come back, so they've gone. They're in the plane and they're on air now.
Wow.
So, as I said, no internet, no computers, nothing. And the pilot went, plane there,
Mhm.
passengers in the plane, and it was a hot summer day,
Oof.
midday,
Yeah, summer in Iran. Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah, it's
hot.
so bad.
It's like sort of late 30s,
Oh.
early 40 degrees, things like that. And so we sat in the plane, no food, nothing.
No water.
They were given out water, but they said they cannot give any food because I don't know, aviation rules are you cannot serve
Oh,
food
okay,
until you
yeah.
fly.
Mhm.
But what they did, that they gave some water, I remember. And but luckily, this gentleman who was looking after me, he opened his bags, his bag,
Mhm.
and he had some nuts and pistachios.
Yeah.
And of course, no, not
Mhm.
allergy,
Yeah,
nothing.
nothing
Nobody
was
cared
serious
about it.
that
Nothing.
time.
Nobody talked about it. And so I had some pistachios. I remember eat that. And then they said, "Oh, we're looking for a pilot. There will be a pilot coming soon."
Oh my goodness.
And what happened? I it went until late evening.
Oh.
When we took off, it was pretty
I
dark.
think I would have just got off the plane and said,
Yeah,
"Look, I need to go back home. Yeah, just let me go. I'm done."
Melly, there was no option of getting off the plane.
Mhm.
I remember very well. I was sitting next to the plane, and there were military police around the plane.
Stop.
I never forget that, which is known as the Pastar and Separ.
Mhm.
They were around the plane. They were controlling that nobody would come out of the plane.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was high security around the plane. I remember, and that's why they wouldn't allow us to go back to the terminal. I don't know what, for whatever reason,
Oh.
I don't know, but it was a high security around the
Mhm.
plane. And they had the two doors open so air would come in, but then the air was so hot.
Yeah, what's the
It's like
point in
standing
it?
next to an oven.
Mhm.
There was no point. Anyway, so it was dark when we took off,
Mhm.
and
Did
I
they
was.
give you food in the
They
end?
did give us food when we took off straight
Okay.
away, but I remember by then I think it was around 9 in the evening. I was, as a child, 13-year-old, tired. I've been up since
Of course, yeah.
5 in the morning. Um, it was. I can see myself. I was then. I was worried because I had a connecting flight,
Mhm.
and we would have missed it.
Oh my gosh.
So
I
I
completely
I went
forgot
to
about
the
yeah.
yeah I went to the air the cabin crew.
Mhm.
It was a gentleman. I said, "Excuse me, I will lose my flight because, or I missed my flight to Hamburg. What's going to happen to us?
Mhm.
And then he goes, oh, we will provide you with a hotel,
Okay.
and so you can take the flight tomorrow.
Mhm.
I'm
Well,
like,
did you
okay.
have to pay or?
They said no. They said it would be on the airline,
Okay.
and even if you had to pay, there was no
Yeah, what
credit
will
card. I
you
didn't even have
do?
any. I don't know. You
Oh
see.
my goodness.
So anyway, we landed in Frankfurt. It was 2, 3 in the morning.
Sorry, when you also there was nothing like the because I know now there's like the junior, I don't know what you call them, but junior support where like a host might take you in. Nothing like that
To be
now?
honest, Melly, if there was, I wasn't aware of it, and my parents never arranged for any.
Okay,
So
fine.
there might be, or there
Goodness.
might not been. I don't know.
13.
I had never come across. Even I flew a lot as a youngster with my
Mhm.
parents. I had never seen any kids with the badges on them,
Yeah.
whereas you see them now.
Mhm.
I cannot recall seeing any. So maybe those days it was there, but it wasn't used as much.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
know, to be honest.
Mhm.
And anyway, we landed in Frankfurt. It was 2, 3 in the morning, and we walked out. There was two counters. They were trying to sort people out.
Oh,
So I managed to get myself and the gentleman who was with me
yeah.
our morning flight
Okay.
to Hamburg, and also I got us a twin room
Yeah.
to stay in a hotel together. So I was staying in a room with a stranger.
That Baba, you were like going in fully with this stranger danger thing.
But
Who knows like what this person could have done?
look, I funny thing was when we got to the hotel, I remember when we got to the, I was tired, and then he goes to me, "You go to sleep. You go to sleep. I will wake you up
Stop.
in the morning." And the I don't even remember if I had asked for a twin or double. I really don't know. But I know the room
Sorry,
was a
you were
twin
in
bed.
the same bed?
No, no, no. It
No,
was a
oh,
twin. But I don't even recall if they ever asked me, "Do you want two separate beds or do you want one bed?"
they just
I don't know.
probably thought like father and son.
Possible. But then our surnames would have been different. But as I said,
Mhm.
there's a lot of things that nowadays, when you look at it, you go, "Oh my God, this is like safeguarding issue going on
That's
there."
so scary if he was like, "Oh, you go to bed, you go." But he didn't mean it in a bad way. Like now when you'll
100% he
hear
didn't mean
tell the
it, but
story, but
nowadays, because with
yeah.
internet access
Mhm.
and stories you hear, you go, "Oh my God, what if?"
Yeah, definitely.
And but anyway, so that was a part in the
Mhm.
hotel. But prior to that, one thing that happened to me, and this is it. This is why I push you guys to do things,
Mhm.
is to get you out of your comfort zone. Also, is an experience in life that you learn from.
Okay.
And I'm sure every parent would like their kids to learn things while they grow up so they're prepared for their future.
Of course, yeah.
And one thing I learned from that journey was, okay, if there's a delay, airline will always help you. Airline will not just throw you
There's
there.
help
There's
around.
always help around. The second thing was that I learned, and that was helping other people.
Okay.
When the plane landed in Frankfurt and we went to the counter, there were some people that had to fly to US and they had missed their flight.
Mhm.
And I spoke German, and there were some passengers didn't even speak German or even English.
Oh.
They were going just to see their kids in
Mhm. Yeah.
USA. And I never forget. As a 13-year-old, there was this lady, I think she must have been in her 30s.
Mhm.
She had two kids.
Aw.
The kids were, I think, around 5, 7. Two kids
Okay,
away.
yeah.
She was crying. She was crying, and the reason she was crying, it
Aw.
was her first ever
Okay.
journey
Yeah.
out of Iran
With kids as
with
well.
two kids. She did not speak English or
Mhm.
German, and she had missed her connection
Oh,
flight
yeah.
to LA,
Mhm.
and she was crying. She didn't know what to do. So I, as a 13-year-old, helped her to sort her stuff out,
Oh
like
my
her hotel
goodness.
accommodation and
Wow.
her connecting flight.
Mhm.
And imagine you doing this as a 13-year-old. So you're a grown up man, and there's a woman with
Wow.
kids, a mother, relying on me.
How did you even approach her? Were you like,
She
"Oh,
was
do you want
standing
me
there
to help?"
crying, and I think she noticed that I speak German. She came to me and says, "Can you help me?"
Oh.
Now, going above that, another thing I did that when I look back, seriously, when I look back today, I'm so proud of myself, sort of tap on the shoulder, and
Yeah,
that a 13-year
definitely.
old would do. There was a middle-aged couple, husband and wife.
Another one.
Yeah, there was a middle-aged couple, husband and wife. They were regular travelers going from
Mhm.
Iran to USA, LA, Los Angeles as well,
Yeah,
and they would always go via Frankfurt or Amsterdam. So they knew what traveling meant to them, and they knew what
okay.
needs to be done, and they knew the
They had the
gates and so on. They had the
experience.
experience. So what I did, as soon as I found out that this middle-aged couple are going to USA, I said, "Can I put you in the same hotel with this lady?"
Clever.
So this lady
Yeah,
is
could
not
have
by
someone.
herself. She has got someone who's doing the same journey.
Oh.
And I never forget, I even put the seats very close to each other.
Wow, that
Same
you've got
flight.
a job there,
Yeah,
like,
well, yeah.
sorting everyone out.
And I said to this lady who was crying with the kids, I said, "Look, don't worry. I sorted it. This couple here
Oh,
will look after you."
that's so
Yeah, so
sweet.
looking back, someone was looking after me. This gentleman was looking after
Mhm.
me. Now I am, as a 13-year
Yeah.
old, trying to set this lady
Mhm.
who would be looked after by this middle-aged
Yeah,
couple.
couple.
So I sorted them out. I think that night, to be honest, I think, if I'm correct, maybe 10, 15 families
Mhm.
I translated for,
Wow.
and we got their tickets sorted, their flights
Crazy
sorted.
at 13 years old to approach someone and say, "Look, I can help. Oh yeah, they want this, she wants that." I wouldn't do that. I didn't. I don't think I did
But
that.
but this is exactly why, Melly,
Mhm.
I I don't want to say force you, but I made you to do the DOE.
Mhm.
It is very easy and simple for someone to say, "I don't want to do that."
Yeah, 'cause that's how I
Okay,
felt.
yeah. But as parents,
Mhm.
and I have said it and I said it again, we want the best for our children.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need to push our kids out of this comfort zone.
Mhm.
You're right with what you said at the beginning, or your question was, would I could have experienced this
By
naturally
myself.
at
Yeah.
some age, and or should I have been pushed by you,
Mhm.
Baba, to do this? Now, there are certain things in life that I, as a father, or even your mother, cannot make you experience it. They will come with time. For example,
Okay.
for example, um, dating someone.
Mhm.
Okay, dating a person that will come with age.
Yeah.
I cannot say, "Oh, Melika, oh Melly, because you're at this age, let's get you a person that can date you because you need to experience it." It doesn't work like
Mhm.
that.
It just naturally
That will
occurs.
happen in your life, and
Mhm.
you will gain that experience. But when it comes to events like school, going
Opportunities,
opportunities at
events.
school or
Yeah.
events, these are something that you should experience them, and that builds you up. And that will
Mhm.
give you a taster for your future life to know, is this good? Can I do it? Do I like it? Or shall I not do it? Because let's say, for example, if you don't get this camping opportunity up to the age of, let's say, I don't know, 30, you may have missed so many nice opportunities in life with camping
Yeah.
that you haven't tried it. But now, because
Mhm.
you tried camping, you know what it is? You've done this DOE weekend. You can talk to your friends. You know what that Duke of Edinburgh is about.
Yes, very true.
You don't do it,
Mhm.
you don't know about it. And also, the other thing is that I pushed you to do it. First of all, I knew you could do it.
Thank you.
You were mature enough,
Mhm.
okay, and you're a responsible person. The other thing was as well, it was a safe environment.
Yes, but when you were walking, on the practice you were, well, walking with an instructor. I know because we could have called them. Yeah, they gave us their phone numbers and everything.
Yeah, but you were doing it as a group as well.
Mhm.
So it was a group of you guys together,
Yeah.
and everyone mature enough
Yeah.
at that age,
Mhm.
mature enough to know what's right and what's wrong.
Mhm.
Okay, so hence the environment was right. And again, I go back to the following things that
Mhm.
every parent, they know their children.
Yeah.
No parent wants to harm their children.
It's like protection. You know
Protection is there.
what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what your kids should do in that moment.
And because I knew you could do it, that's why I said, do it, do it. Your mom was taking the soft approach.
I think she had the mindset of, oh, she will experience it later when she's ready. Because when I look back, I was not ready at all. The mindset that I had, it was not ready. But when I did it, when I was in it, I was like, oh, okay, I've got this.
You see,
So I think,
if you
yeah,
hadn't done it, you wouldn't know.
yeah, exactly.
And I know with mom that a lot of time she pushes things away
Mhm.
because she is scared to take that
Deal
step.
with it
And I
later.
don't want this to
Mhm.
be transferred to you
Mhm. I know what you mean.
because the cultural difference plays a major role.
Definitely.
In Iran,
Mhm.
not many people go camping.
No. I don't even know if anyone has, like, from my cousins or anything.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I never went camping when I was living with my parents.
Mhm.
It came later where I learned
Really?
some camping stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
So my parents never took me because they never experienced it. So they
Yeah.
never transferred that opportunity to me.
Just going to the culture thing, like, when I went to, this camping Duke of Edinburgh, I saw how, like, natural it was for some people. It was just like, "Yeah, I'm going camping." But I feel like in Iran or in our culture, it would be like, "Wow, oh my gosh, you went camping. Wow," it's something completely new and an opportunity that you really need to take.
Exactly.
Definitely, yeah.
You see, so this was that, and
Mhm.
because your mom, and I've said, I mean, I've said it before. I grew up in Europe. I
Mhm.
came
You've
from Iran
seen
as a
it, the
child,
2
and
sides.
I've seen it. But mom, she moved out of Iran at her late 20s,
Mhm.
and so hence she hasn't experienced that very well. So this is why she was like, "Oh, don't go if you don't want to." So because
Yeah.
camping to her was is a different world,
Mhm,
whereas
exactly,
to
like,
me,
that's how I
I
yeah.
wanted you to be exactly what you said,
Familiarize,
familiarized, and
easy.
it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's only camping.
Exactly.
It's not rocket
Mhm.
science.
Exactly, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, and that was the reason that I wanted
Mhm.
you to do it. And of course, we're talking about it today, and you're happy that you did it.
Yep. Thank you, Baba. But also
Baba, Iranian, never wrong.
never. But also, Baba, just, about your experience again. Did you tell Granddad that, "Oh, I had a delay, this happened, I had to stay with this
Of course,
guy?"
of course. Well, I didn't need to
How
tell.
was
I
his
didn't need to tell because
reaction?
I didn't arrive that day. So my dad had to pick me up the day
Oh
next
my
after.
gosh, you must have been so worried.
Well, they called the airline, and the airline told them that we had been delayed and we will be on the next
Oh.
flight out. And so they knew that.
Mhm. Must have
I
been
I
so
cannot
hard.
recall even if I called my dad from the hotel to say that
You've landed
we are leaving
somewhere.
tomorrow, what time we are
Mhm.
leaving. But I'm sure we communicated with dad because he knew what time I will be landing. I'm sure.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he
maybe I
must have
used the
known
public
something.
phone at the airport to call my dad.
But yeah, because how would he have known when you're gonna
Exactly. He
arrive?
knew
Yeah.
what time I'm arriving. And but look, saying to my dad what happened to him, it wasn't a big deal. I cannot
Wow.
recall him coming to me, giving me a hug and say, "Oh, well done, son, you did
Because
so
that's
well."
how I remember it. Like when I came, you were like, "Oh, well done, you done it. So proud. You're gonna do it again."
To
That.
us, it was like, "Yeah, you did it. Yeah, what do you expect?"
Wow.
And uh, nothing special.
It was just you had to do it.
You
Yep.
did it, yeah, yeah. You
You
took
took the
control. You did
moment.
it,
Yeah.
yeah. You haven't done anything wrong.
Oh.
But to be praised, nothing like that. I
Wow.
cannot recall. I don't even remember my mom's reaction, but my dad's reaction was like, "Hello, yeah, well done. That's it. That's it. Not
Okay.
even a cuddle. Because
Not
that's
even
it. Yeah.
like asking more about
No,
it.
no, I
Nothing.
don't. I don't recall. I mean, of course, they asked what happened,
Mhm.
but But that was it.
It was just expected of you
Yeah, of
to
course,
do it.
expected of me because my
Wow.
dad was a proper
Mhm.
old school
Yeah.
Iranian dad.
Mhm. That
So
is so
so what you
wow,
see in
scary.
me is not even 50% of my dad.
Yeah, no, I definitely have realized that over time.
Oh, have you now?
Yeah, because I can see I think this could be because maybe you grew up in Iran, but also you went to the Europe side, but you definitely have the two sides. And I think like camping, I think because you had seen that in Europe, you've gone, that's a natural thing. My daughter, my son needs to know about it. But whereas maybe mum, exactly what you said, she hadn't seen about it, they don't talk about it, so she's gone, oh, when she gets the chance, yet she could maybe go.
Exactly.
So
And
yeah,
I think
definitely.
the other thing as well is that when you go camping, you learn how much clothes to take with you, and
Mhm.
you learn that uh,
Not
to
everything
cope
is
with the weather.
needed. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
and
the weather in practice was awful. It was just raining, raining. We went to bed, my socks were wet, it was so bad, but when I look at it, it's so fun. I'm like, I'm so glad it was raining that it just made more memories and
I think there's a saying. I don't know if it's a French saying or whoever
mhm.
said it. It says weather is always nice and weather is always good. It's just what you wear might not be right.
Yeah,
And I think
definitely.
that camping would be an example of it.
Yeah. No, definitely.
So
Wow.
this is Baba's experience, and this is
Thank you,
why
Baba.
Baba pushed you to do that. Because, as I say and say it again, as parents, we always want our children to be safe.
Mhm.
We don't want you to grow up too quick,
The
so you don't have a
experience
childhood
when
or
you
a
have that
youth,
moment.
but you need to take those opportunities
Mhm.
and experience it.
Yeah. Thank you, Baba.
Thank
Thank
you,
you for
Melika.
sharing your story.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Yeah, I hope other people also related to this and maybe thought of their own experiences
Possibly.
during this time.
How they
Yeah.
force their kids to do things.
Yeah. Or even if they got forced.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, maybe they
yeah.
got forced to do things and they had to learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
Um, well, we take this opportunity to thank our listeners.
Thank you very much for taking this time to be with us.
Have a lovely afternoon and or
Yeah.
lovely day because
Yeah,
they might be
even.
listening in the morning.
Yep, that's true.
Um, thank you.
Mhm.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Goodbye from Baba.
Goodbye from Melly.
دختر ناز و قشنگم همدم فردای بابا سر بذار رو سینه من حرف بزن برای بابا